Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I decided I wanted to do a little do's and don'ts as a first-time Run Disney participant. So this past week I participated in the Walt Disney World annual 2025 marathon weekend. I ran the 5K and the 10K, and then I spectated the full marathon, and my cousin participated in the half marathon doing the dopey. So I kind of wanted to do some tips that I learned from a first-time Run Disney participant. So I have a few things on my phone that I want to talk about. So the first thing is going to be how you register for the Run Disney events. So it's going to be about, I would probably say about 8 months prior to the event. It's going to kind of be like a virtual queue type system. So, or kind of getting tickets on Ticketmaster for a concert. So you'll go to the Run Disney website and you'll be placed in a virtual queue where you'll then have to wait and have like so many participants in front of you, where you'll then be able to select the races that you would like to participate in. So if you're doing individual races, it's going to be probably a lot harder to get the amount of races that you want to get. Like, let's say for myself, I was able to get myself the 5K and the 10K, but then when I went to register my father, I was only able to get him the 5K because the 10K sold out by that time. But if you're doing the challenges, it's a lot easier because all you have to do is register yourself for the challenge. So if you're doing, take for example, the Goofy challenge, you'll just be registered for the half and the full marathon when you register. So you don't have to worry about like individually registering for the half and the full. When you register for the Goofy, you'll be registered for both. Same thing with the Dopey challenge, which is why it sells out the quickest. Kind of like that. Then you have to fill out like waivers and things, and once you get through, all of your information will be saved and you'll have your official Run Disney account. So you will get a waiver that you have to sign, but then before you leave to come to Orlando for the expo to pick up your race bib and your participant shirts, you are going to get printout that you'll need for the expo. So make sure that you print those out and have them ready when you depart to go to Disney World, because you will need them for the expo. For us, it came in the day that we left, so we were lucky enough that it came in right before we left for the airport, so we were able to print them out beforehand. But if not, you can always, once you get to your Disney World resort, have them simply print it out for you. So now we move into Expo Day. So Expo Day, the Run Disney Expo, is a huge day-long event where they have merchandise, which is like World War, like 5 million. It is insane. We got there pretty early, so that's where you'll pick up your race. You'll also get your participants t-shirt. So each participant gets a t-shirt. You get to select from any size you want and any fit, so a men's or women's fit. So this is the women's fit for the 10K. I recommend going a size up just because if you do plan on wearing them for the race, depending on the type of weather you have, you will need to layer. I'll get into weather later because we had some crazy weather for the marathon. The expo, we got our virtual queues, so it's kind of like Tron, Tiana's Bayou, Guardians. It's the same thing. You'll go on to the My Disney Experience app. You'll be able to get your virtual boarding group for the Run Disney Merchandise Expo. And then same thing, once your group is called, you'll go in, pick out the things you want to get. My biggest recommendation is anything you see that you think yourself or someone in your party will like, grab it. And if you see a size smaller, a size larger, grab it, because what people do is they do exactly that, and then next thing you know, everything is gone. So that's what we did, and we kind of found like a corner and we kind of just like laid everything out and we tried on things. We're like, okay, I like this, or I don't like this, let me put it back. Maybe I think my cousin would like this if she doesn't like, you know what I'm saying, things like that. So it's literally like Black Friday, as if the first Black Friday was a thing. Merchandise for just general marathon weekend, then they have things for the 5, 10, half, and full, Dopey and Goofy. So it was really cool being able to like see all the merchandise and kind of like get to pick out what you want. I got a lot of the pins for each race, and then I got the Spirit jersey and the button-up baseball jersey. What we did first, and then we headed on to get our race bibs, and the line was pretty long by then, so we did have to wait. I would probably say about 20 minutes to a half hour, but the lines do move. It's gonna be a long line that continuously moves, so we literally started outside of ESPN. We went inside a building. Next thing you know, we're in a gymnasium, and next thing you know, we're in like a whole like expo center. But again, just wait in the lines, it'll be okay. They actually have food stands while you're waiting. And then we went to go pick up our participant shirts, which again, each participant gets a shirt that they're able to wear either for the marathon or not for the marathon, or just have. So after you get your shirts, they have vendors throughout the expo center of things that you can get that are related to Run Disney, things that maybe you forgot that you might need for the race. A bunch of Disney small shops were there. They had skirts and things, and shoe companies, running shoes, running things. It was really, really cool. Now I'm gonna move on to the day of your race. It's early. We're well aware that it's gonna be early, but it's really fun to get up and go and like see everybody excited, everybody on the bus. Oh, another thing, transportation. Transportation to and from your Walt Disney World Resort hotel is provided for the races. So you will have a bus that will transport you from your Walt Disney World hotel to the race start line, which is always going to be in Epcot. And that's going to be the same thing for the Run Disney Expo. You will have transportation from your hotel to the Run Disney Expo at ESPN Wide World of Sports. If you are not staying on property, you will not have this transportation. So again, day of, we got up, we probably left, we took the first bus around 3 the first day. It was absolutely frigid. By the time we got there, it was probably 27 degrees. I'm from New Jersey, so going down to Florida to have that weather was absolutely insane. So that first day, I was not gonna lie, in a foul mood because I was absolutely frigid cold. There's characters there, there's music going, they have DJs, everyone's like getting to know each other. They have food, porta potties, so you do have restrooms there before you start. You can check if you bring like a coat or like a bag or anything that you don't want to run with, you can check it there, and they'll give you like a little slip and it'll say like truck E bag number 87. So when you're done, you can go and find the truck, tell them what bag you are, and then you'll get your items on the way out. And they open the corrals at I believe it was 4 o'clock or 4:30, 4 o'clock. Headed into our corrals. Definitely stay close to people. The body heat is going to be great. And again, they start around 5 o'clock. Fireworks go off. It's great. The one thing I would recommend is they give you Mylar after you run. I had no idea what Mylar was. I had no idea what it did. I just saw a bunch of people with it beforehand and I'm like, wow, they look nice and toasty. Once I got my Mylar after the race, I brought it to the 10K the next day and I was warm, snug as a bug. I was in a great mood. I was ready to run. So I would definitely recommend buying Mylar beforehand and having it on you, but also dressing in layers. Layers is going to be the key. I had about 3 layers on and I was able to take them off throughout the race if I got warm. So like a jacket, I had a hoodie. I would also recommend what people do is they buy either clothes or bring clothes that they don't mind of disposing on the side of the race course, because any clothes or any blankets or anything that is disposed of on the side of the course while you're running gets donated. So Disney does that. So don't worry, you are not littering, you are not doing anything wrong. Disney will take all of those things and they will do something with it. For the 5K, you don't have balloon ladies chasing you down like you're in an episode of Jaws. The 10K is where the balloon ladies will start pacing. So what the balloon ladies are these 2 ladies who keep a 16-minute paced mile. I don't know if they run, I don't know if they speed walk, jog, I don't know what they do. But so basically they're these ladies with light up balloons who, again, they keep the pace. So if you fall behind these balloon ladies, you do get swept from the race. You kind of want to keep that in mind, especially for like the half and the full, just so like you don't get swept, because if you get swept, you do not get your challenge medals. So like, let's say you're participating in the Dopey Challenge and you get swept on a half. You will not get a Dopey Challenge medal, even though you will be participating in the full marathon the next day. Same thing with like the Goofy Challenge. You won't get your medal. Definitely keep that in mind. But again, don't let it discourage you either, because I know a lot of people who did do these races without a lot of training. So definitely just keep it in mind. Like, you'll get not notifications, but like cast members will tell you like, balloon ladies are 5-minute pace behind you, like just so you're aware. So you're aware like maybe I shouldn't stop for characters right now. Another thing is throughout the races, there are character stops, there are bathroom stops, there are water stops. There are so many things that you can do. During the half and the full, you can go on rides, whatever park you're in, you're allowed to stop and go on whatever rides are available to you, which I think is really fun. Again, I didn't get the chance to do that because I only did the 5 and the 10. And I probably would have been too scared if I did the half and the full to stop for anything because I would have been afraid that I got swept. Again, the weather was absolutely frigid every single day. Even while we were spectating, it was rough. After you finish your race, you're gonna get your medal, you're gonna get a Powerade, you're gonna get a water, and you're gonna get a snack box, and your Mylar, of course. So your Mylar is actually really cool. I brought it home. It says Run Disney on it. So I'll definitely be using it whenever I go and do a next race. But your snack box has a bunch of different snacks in them that are supposed to help you and have electrolytes in them and help you feel good after. So on to spectators. So we spectated the Walt Disney World Full Marathon. So we got up probably around the same time that we left for all of the other races, because the only way to get to Main Street to spectate the marathon is by going to Epcot first and then taking the monorail. Sorry, my dog's barking. Taking the monorail from Epcot to the TTC, to then going from the TTC to Magic Kingdom. That's the only way that you can do that, I believe. I believe there's other ways that you can, but that's how we did it. We got a spot on Main Street. If you want a spot on Main Street, you might want to get there as early as possible. We were literally the first people whenever you entered Magic Kingdom under the train tracks, so we were literally that right there. So it was really easy to have our runner be able to see where we were, tell her where we were, so she was able to know where to come and stop and see us. They do have Casey's Corner open. I believe you're not able to get food. I believe they're just serving beverages like coffee, tea, hot chocolate. And they also have the Emporium open, so you are able to buy merchandise, but you're also able to sit in there in the heat. So that's kind of what me and my sister did. We literally just found a corner and just sat there for a hot 20 minutes. So I definitely recommend doing that, doing shifts, having some people go and get coffee, having some people sit and save your spot. And bring posters for your runners, make them feel special, because it's a huge accomplishment no matter what race you're running. If you're doing a 5, 10, full, half, whatever you're doing, it's a huge accomplishment no matter what. So I would definitely also recommend either before or after. So let's say you don't want to stay right at in Magic Kingdom the entire time. You want to come closer to when your runner is running through Magic Kingdom. The monorail to all of the resort hotels is running, so you are able to go and find a spot in one of the monorail resort hotels, take a nap, chill there for a little bit. That's what we did after, because we had reservations for Magic Kingdom that day. So we literally went to the Contemporary, found a nice quaint spot with a couch, and literally conked out. We were asleep for a solid 2 hours before the park opened, and then we just hopped right over to Magic Kingdom and spent the day there. So definitely utilize everything that you have, find little loopholes for yourself to make the day more enjoyable. But yeah, that's kind of all my key takeaways from the Walt Disney World Marathon weekend for the first time. It was really, really fun. I have Run Disney fever now and want to do every race possible. The next one I want to do is Princess Weekend. I don't know when that comes out, but that's my goal for the future, is to do that one day. Once you do one Run Disney race, I feel like it's so much fun. Huge shout out to my cousin who did all of them. She is a beast. We are so proud of her. But yeah, it was a great weekend. I recommend to anybody who's ever wanted to do a Run Disney event, definitely do it. The 5K is a great thing for families because again, there is no time limit. You can take as long as you want. It's, I believe, open to younger kids as well. So definitely take that into consideration. It's a great way to look at the park, see cool characters at an early hour, and you get a fun medal and get to commemorate it. So I think it's a great way to kind of get active within the Disney, and it's a huge community, the Run Disney community, which I never knew until I got there and participated for the first time, and now I kind of want to do more with it. You don't have to be a runner, you don't have to be a track star, you can literally just have fun, which I think is the best thing about it, because I'm not a fast runner, I never was a runner, but doing this kind of made me want to get more into running and kind of train for certain races that Disney offers. So I definitely recommend to anybody, try it out. Do it with your family, do it with your friends, and have fun with it. People dress up. There are so many costumes that you're able to dress up in. There are guidelines, so I do recommend doing that as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video, and I hope to see you guys soon.